Hello Internet! Welcome to the Project channel, the channel where you can learn unimportant things about interesting stuff. This is my first video, and I have chosen a topic that is very interesting for me, which is football. In a short time, there's going to be a championship in France, and not any championship. The Euro Championship 2016. So, let's find out all the things that you don't need to know. And yeah, dear Americans, we're going to be talking about real football, not egg ball. Let's get things straight. Football is about being played with the foot, not the arms. Here are a few simple things you will certainly remember, even if you're drunk. Let us begin. Euro 2016 takes place this summer, from June the 10th to July the 10th in France, and is the 15th Euro in history. This is going to be the third time that France hosts a Euro Championship that's organized by UEFA. Bonus fact, that's a record. No other nation has hosted this event 3 times. The first Euro was also hosted by France in 1960. The 1960 European Nations Cup was the first European football championship held every 4 years and endorsed by UEFA. Only the final part of the tournament was held in France, popularly known as Final Four. The finale four were Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, the USSR, and the host, France. And yeah, even back in those days, whatever UEFA touches can't go too smoothly. Even the first one had some controversy. The tournament was a knockout competition. Just 7 teams entered, with some notable absences: West Germany, Italy, and England among them. It was won by the Soviet Union, who beat Yugoslavia 2-1 in Paris after extra time. But the USSR came to France over Spain, who declined to play against them because reasons. The reasons were of course political. Just 2 days before the squad was set to depart for Moscow for their first leg of their qualifier against the Soviet Union, they were informed they would not be making the trip. Franco refused that the Spain national team would go to the USSR. Diplomatic relations between the Soviet Union and Spain had been non-existent since the end of the Spanish Civil War. The simple explanation is that Franco hated the Communist Party. Now, Spain is the current champion and goes to France to defend the title. But surprise! This year, Michel Platini, the president of UEFA, has a surprise for us. He expanded the tournament to 24 national teams. Yes, you heard me correctly. 24 countries will play in France, from approximately 50 countries in all of Europe. Now you must be asking yourself, why? Well, because of money, of course. In 1996, we had the last change. Then, this tournament has expanded from 8 teams to 16. And this number was by many fans considered as the perfect number of teams for this competition. Bonus fact, the 1992 Euro that was hosted by Sweden was the last time with only 8 participants, and it had a couple of big surprises. New rules were adopted after the championship. One of the rules was of course the expansion from 8 to 16 teams. From then on, the award for winning the match was no more only 2 points, but 3. And this was the last tournament before the introduction of the back pass rule. Reunited Germany had its first appearance in a major tournament, but Yugoslavia and the Soviet Union had its last. Those 2 teams had qualified, but both of them were disqualified because of the war and the dissolving of both teams. Present at the tournament was the CIS national football team, the Commonwealth of Independent States, representing the recently dissolved Soviet Union. Denmark replaced Yugoslavia and won the 1992 Euro. These lucky bastards. Another bonus fact, the 1996 UEFA Euro Championship was hosted by England. Even if they're the host, they can't win. You mad, England? Now you could say, maybe something like, these were 2 big bonus tips. Well, because it's my first video, and maybe I will be a bit generous. But a couple of good things happened with the expansion. For some nations, it enabled historical successes. Gibraltar had the first appearance in the Euro qualifications. Also, for the first time ever, Iceland, Albania, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Slovakia, you are going to appear in the Euro competition. This will also be the last year where the competition is going to be hosted by states. From now on, the host will be in different cities around Europe. So, this is a little symbolic. France was the first, and will be the last host on this kind of organization. The Euro 2016 will be hosted in 10 cities around France. The first and final game will be played in the capital of France, Paris, on the national stadium, Stade de France, Saint Denis. The stadium can receive 81,000 fans. The first game will be played between France and Romania. Bonus fact, the largest attendance in the history of the tournament was recorded as a qualifier between England and Scotland at Hampden Park in 1968. Approximately 130,000 people were present to watch the match. The UEFA Euro 2016 logo was drawn from the theme Celebrating the Art of Football. It aims to bring together the creativity that defines French culture. Different inspirations can be identified, all centered around the iconic Henri Delaunay Cup. The red, white, and blue of the French flag, combined with the following lines and shapes, to produce a contemporary and bold design, lending the logo distinction and elegance. The competition slogan, Le Rendezvous, aims to evoke the importance of the UEFA European Championship, and to make it a succession of festivities not to be missed. Its central message is to celebrate the arts of football. 24 nations will meet in over 51 matches, where the eyes of the world will be riveted on the best of European football. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, leave us a like, and we'll see you next time.